What up, y'all? 8 a.m. Friday, and I wanted to get on the camera as early as possible. Been up since 4:40. I guess I could have got up and got on the camera at 4:40, but I want to share with you the 14 laws of success. And I truly believe if you take what I'm going to tell you in this video and you implement it, you can see results as quickly as today, straight up. And when I say results, you can see proof that this is working, and you can leverage these laws to your benefit to live a better life, achieve some success in your own life. And if you do it long enough, you definitely will do just that, because laws are laws. Just like gravity. When I drop a bowling ball off a building, it falls and hits the ground. These are laws for actually succeeding. And I've been implementing these in my life over the last 10 years, and it's been a journey. There's times where I've got off and I got to get back on the train. But this video is to remind you to stay on the train and keep going. So, law number 1, have a goal. Have a target that you're aiming for. The person who has no goal aimlessly walks around life and just wiggles around and has no actual journey, has no actual destination that they're trying to get to. And there's no rhyme or reason for what they do. So if you want to be successful, you got to have a goal. Law number 2, believe in yourself. It's so simple for us to actually believe in ourselves. But for our whole lives, people have been telling us, and we've been listening. It's not just people outside. It's people, the fact that we're giving weight to it, that we probably shouldn't do that, or we should stay in a safe job, or it's too risky to invest in ourselves and actually go out there and try to do something new. It's too risky. Don't do it. But if you have that belief in yourself, when those comments come up, hate, people that you love telling you that you should do something completely different than what you want to do, when those come up and you believe in yourself, you're going to continue to go forward. Now, some people say, I don't believe in myself. I don't know why. I can't. It takes practice, and it takes visualization. It takes starting to become the person you want to be when you have all of those things. And it starts by sitting by yourself and, honestly, it sounds like a fairy tale land, but pretending you are that person. How would they talk? How would they walk? Who would they be? How would they communicate? And if you do that enough, eventually you're going to start seeing some evidence that potentially you're moving towards that person. And this is one of the most powerful things you can do in general. The reason you don't have confidence or believe in yourself is simply that you haven't done the work. You haven't put in the discipline, and we're going to talk about that more in a second, but you haven't actually done the things to give you the belief. And so when you start to do the internal work on yourself, that's where it all starts, and then it's going to lead to more action and more success. So next is a positive mindset. When you get up in the morning, how do you see the world? Do you see the world as trying to keep you down, out to get you? People not actually helping you and not being in your best interest, people trying to do you wrong. What do you see? Do you see failure? All your failures, all your hiccups, all your losses? Or do you see opportunities or chances to learn or chances to actually build muscle? When you go to the gym, you don't get muscle by going to the gym. You get muscle by going to the gym, picking up the weight, and it getting tough and resistant. That's how life is. You're going to come up against resistance, and you got to push through. So how do you see life? What lens are you looking through? Do you see lack of resources, or do you see abundant? To be successful, all right, for most people, I'll say some people don't have this mindset, I'll be honest, and they're still successful, but is it success? They could have a lot of money, but if they're not happy and they're seeing the world as all negative and their life is miserable, is that truly a success? So have a positive mindset. See it through the lens of abundance, where you're walking down the street and you don't see people like, ooh, this person may rob me, or this person is going to do me dirty. See family. Start to see hey, can I connect with this person? And your life will change. Doors will open. Opportunities will come. Next, complete ownership. This one's huge. This is number 4, complete ownership, the 4th law. When you're in a position that feels like you're the victim, let's say you get in a car wreck and it's the other person's fault. I'm not saying straight up take the blame, but begin to ask yourself questions like, how did I get into this situation? Because at the end of the day, you could take ownership for every single thing that you do in your life, and especially the results you get, the money you make, the happiness that you have, the body, the health that you have. You could take complete ownership. Or the wrong way to do it is to put it on something else, somebody else, some situation that you've been in. And when you do it that way, you're actually powerless. Like, you have no power. And it feels bad. You feel stuck. And ultimately, you never take the action that you should to go where you want to go. And it keeps you in a place of sameness. So, stay steady. Take complete accountability for everything. And I mean, go overboard with it if you can. Complete ownership. It's all on you. The results you get are on you, no one else. And when you do that, it's amazing how liberating and free you are from the system, from the people, from needing things, and just take all the accountability on you, because that way you can change it. And the truth is, that's how it works. You can actually change your situation. Number 5, my favorite that I've been working on a lot lately, be disciplined. Discipline is simply this one thing. It's doing what you don't want to do. Doing the things when you don't feel like it. Doing the tough work even when it's not really what you want to do. This is discipline. And the way you build discipline is simple. And this is one of the most powerful laws of success. If you implement discipline into your life, a lot of these other things will fall into place. The way you do it is simple. Start building discipline in the small areas of your life. When you wake up, make the bed. When you wake up, brush your teeth. Get up early. When your alarm goes off, stand up. Start with that. Build towards bigger disciplines, like going to work a little bit bigger, going to work out every single day, getting your work done, turning off your phone. It could be eating clean. Start picking up the smaller disciplines, and that way, what happens is you become like this person that you can actually depend on. And it builds that belief, number 2, in yourself. The second law, the belief in yourself. It starts to build like, hey, I'm going to do what I said. A lot of people think we can only lie to other people. But truth is, we lie to ourselves more than anybody. We say we're going to do something and we don't do it. And we don't follow through. And ultimately, we're not disciplined. And so this discipline is something you implement into your life, and success will find you a lot quicker. So whatever you said you're going to do, when it gets tough, it's in the afternoon, you're tired, and you said you're going to go work out no matter how you feel. Eventually, you're going to start building this muscle, not only physically, but this muscle of discipline. Number 6, the 6th law, play to win. There was a time last year we were seeing the biggest success in our company. We were on pace to do probably $5 million last year at one point in the year. And we were on fire. And truth is, we started seeing money, we started seeing some success. And I got to this point where I started to feel like I was trying to hold on to what we had. I didn't want to lose it. I didn't want to go down. And what that does, I just got a little too conservative. I've ultimately felt like, how do I not lose this? And what that does is it takes my attention off what plays can we make to 10x this company. And eventually, instead of going up, you actually go down. So play the game to win. Don't go out there and be conservative. We've all seen times in sports, basketball games, right? For example, you're up by 10 with 2 minutes left, and you start trying to stall and hold the ball. Surely enough, the other team starts making a run. And sometimes they come back and win if you don't get back in the game, if you don't play to win. And this is absolutely massive. Play to win the game. You got nothing to lose. We got one life anyways. Are you going to go broke and end up sleeping on the street by yourself? 99% chance, no. Okay? So that's not going to happen to you. It may feel like it. It may feel like the end of the world, but keep going. Play to win. Be aggressive. Okay? Number 7, the 7th law. Be different. There's so many people doing the same thing, living the same life, scared to actually do what they want because of people's judgment, whether it be family or friends or their social circle, where somebody might point or laugh at them. But be different. That is the key. All of my friends that I had, like, don't even understand what I do, and it probably doesn't even make sense in the world to them. Like, they're just like what? And so they're not even really friends, and not because they don't understand, but like, I know there's like some sort of like little energy about what I do. Oh, this guy's on camera making content. What? Like, that's the stuff that actually makes you successful. Be different. Find out how you're naturally different than everybody else and lean into it. Don't be scared don't hide behind it. Lean into it. Don't be scared to show how you're truly different and embrace it. Okay? The next thing, number 8. I just wrote down diamond persistence. Okay? Really what it means is no giving up. Be tough as nails. Sometimes in this journey, no matter what of life, it's going to feel like it's tough. There's going to be times where it's just not smooth as it should be. And you're going to get told no. You're going to get told you're in trouble. You're going to get told never can happen. Whatever. The door's going to close. You're going to owe a lot of people money. And you got to make it right. But keep going. Be persistent. You got to be like a junkyard dog. And keep moving forward when it gets difficult. If you have that, you're going to be on the right path to success. Number 9, we said it a little bit earlier in one of them, but no failure. No, there's no such thing as a failure. There's no L's. There's no losses. Only opportunities. Opportunities to learn, opportunities to get better, opportunities to build muscle. Nelson Mandela, one of my favorite stories, went to prison for a lot of years for a crime that he did not commit. And when he got out, he said just that. He said, there are no failures. Only opportunities to learn. And so take that, implement it in your life. When you feel like that you failed, when you feel like, man, this sucks. I let some people down, or I let myself down, and it's been a complete failure. Understand this is just part of life, and it's an opportunity to build off that and actually use it as a learning experience. Number 10, the 10th. We got 4 more after this one. Upgrade your network. And when I say that, I want you to look around with the people you spend the most time with. And if all of them are not where you want to be, your network needs to upgrade. And you can do this by finding communities of people that are more successful than you. Pay for one of the more expensive gyms in the area, because a lot of successful people are going to the gym and they're paying for like a high top dollar gym. Get into a social circle that will push you and motivate you. If you're the smartest one in your group and you're doing the most, you're in the wrong network. Also, you got to get out some of the people that are negative and aren't looking at life the way you are, because eventually it's going to pull you down. And sometimes this is your family, sometimes this is the people that you love. And if it is, that's cool. It doesn't mean never talk to them, but what it means is you're going to have to distance yourself, and you're going to have to give yourself some space. So after you upgrade your network, the next law is your word. Nothing is more powerful than your word. And there were times in my life where I always kept my word, but there was times where I may say something like, yeah, man, I'll come see you. I'll come check you out. And, just on some friendly thing, like, yo, we need to do that. But I actually didn't, I didn't come through with it. Or like, yo, I'm going to come see you in a couple weeks. And not anything that was serious, but make sure what you say is like stamped with approval. If you say you're going to come see somebody, if you say you're going to come out and network with people in California, like, or whatever the case is, if you're going to go out and help somebody with their business, go out and make sure when you say it, you mean it and you deliver on your promise. If you're going to go speak at somebody's event, for example, and you said you would, go do it. If you're going to tell your girlfriend that you can't come see her, don't give in to the pressure and go see her this weekend. Stick to your word. Your word is all you have, okay? Very important. Number 12, the 12th law, invest. One of my favorites. And invest means not only taking your money and putting it into like investments such as stocks, bonds, real estate. It really means invest in yourself. Anytime that I've invested in my life, in myself, like my knowledge and my skills and meeting new people and mentors, guess what happened? The return I got on that was astronomically greater than the return I would have got on the S&P 500 or even in real estate. And if I look back, I would probably take all of my money, and this is actually a new lesson for me right now because I need it. Like, I need a reminder of this. Like, I would take all my money out of real estate, out of crypto, out of stocks, and probably just invest it into information and getting better help. And if I did that, then I may even be way ahead of where I am right now. So invest into yourself as well as other opportunities. These are great, but your knowledge and your skills, because these are the things that nobody can take away from you. You can't control the stock market. You can't control if Bitcoin goes to zero. You have no effect over that. But your skill and your improvement and your self-development, you have control over that. Okay? Don't be the smartest in the room. I said this earlier. But don't be the one in the room that knows the most. Usually the smartest is the most quiet. And they may not be speaking as much as the people that don't know as much. So get into rooms, whether it be in your business, in your personal life. It could be in training, physical, exercise. Make sure that you're getting into a room with people that know more than you. You don't want to be the smartest. That also goes back to level up your network. Those are both go hand in hand. Both very true. All right, so the 14th one is one of the biggest. 14th law of success. Deliver value. Protect your reputation by delivering value. You want to do a good job. You want to, when somebody pays you for something, when you do a service, if you have your own business and you are pressure washing the driveways, for example, do a great job. The value that you give to people will be directly proportionate to the money that you earn and you receive. So protect your reputation by delivering as much value as possible. And with what we do in our program, is like a lot of people are out there that are just doing courses, right? And a course is great, but it's not great by itself. It's very difficult. I don't really believe in a course by itself. What you need is a community and a group of people doing the same thing as you and working together and training and drilling and getting hands-on custom work. That's what I think works. Watching videos, you could read as many books on sales as you want, but ultimately it like, you're not going to learn how to sell by reading a book. You have to get out there and actually practice and do it and get around people that are like-minded. And so that's the 14th law of success. These 14 laws, I want to reiterate, take them and start implementing each of them in your life. And if you do this, you're going to see results quickly. Guys, if you are in a space that some of these things will help you and you don't know about this, you should definitely look at getting into a mentorship. I know we talk about online sales, but like we just spoke about when I said invest in yourself. Get around people that know what they're talking about and are dedicating their life to this, because it'll change your life and you can live better and have a greater experience. If you want to work with me in that endeavor, click the link below. I believe that remote sales is far and away the best way to actually start building yourself. Not only money, but learning how to communicate, learning how to be disciplined, learning how to do the work when you don't feel like it. And all you got to do is click the link in the bio. You can watch the video on kind of what we do and how it works. And if it makes sense, we'll do it. If not, no worries. All right. And we'll just try to point you in the right direction. Appreciate y'all. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's get it.